Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Awakened Healers. I'm just waiting for my co-host to pop in and our guest, Ethan Edwards. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching. As you guys gather in, I'm hoping to figure out chat for everyone. I think I've got it figured out, maybe, just maybe. This is our first kind of, not really scripted, but official show as together. So I think I've got Ethan on the air with us. Ethan, are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm good, baby. I'm excited to talk with you tonight and get to know you a little bit more on the spiritual aspect of things. Of course, we're friends, so I do know, but you know, for the people that's watching, maybe we can reach out to people. I'm just waiting on Aaron to pop in for us, and also while that's going on, I'm going to see what's going on with chat. I think I've got it figured out, by the way. Hello, Aaron, you there?
Hi, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Awesome. All right, guys, for you guys who have never watched one of the videos that we've been doing the last week, I'm Holly Mullins. I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm an intuitive healer, a little bit of everything. And we are all from, well, Aaron's in Michigan, but for me personally, I'm in Southwest Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains in the Bible Belt community. So I've been paranormal investigator for 6 years and intuitive healer coming out of the woodworks, I guess you could say, for the past 2 years. And I've been, I'm owner of Vibe Radio Network, which is a podcast network online, and I have shows underneath, and I have a show called Rising from the Ashes Radio, which will airs every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So I've been kind of like taking a break and trying to live stream things. So, you know, you never know what will happen in the future. And I'll bring it over to Aaron, and I'm going to take this chat.
Okay. A little bit about me. It's all Holly's fault. I guess, we talked about this on our other live videos, but I really never knew just what I was capable of. Actually, I'd always, Holly and I had discussed before, I'd always heard things, saw things, same old, stuff people go through, and deja vu, that kind of thing. And then I met Holly, and to say the least, it's been very intense the past, almost 2 weeks now. Maybe, I don't know.
It has. Things has like blown up like tremendously. I don't know. Like, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and spirit never leads you wrong. And although me and Aaron was friends to begin with because he done this Magic Mike famous move on me when he was drunk at the bar.
Yeah.
But besides that, we connected on a spiritual level because, Aaron was doing Tai Chi and still does Tai Chi, but he didn't realize how much it opens your third eye up. And I think that's another thing. But anyway, enough about us. I want to get to our guest, Ethan. Ethan, I want you to tell everybody how old you are and just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm currently 16. I live in the Appalachian Mountains, like you said. Well, really, I'm just on my path, really.
When you say path, what do you lead to? What is spirit leading you to right now?
Well, honestly, like, I really couldn't tell you. Just by doing continuous research on stuff, like, I'm more drawn to the pagan way, but that some people would think, because, like, I don't like the term religion. I really don't.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. See, guys, listen, what I'm telling you, I know Ethan personally, and he's such an old soul. And you guys listening or watching, sorry, you'll understand, like, it's not too often that you see a 16-year-old who is as spiritually mature as Ethan is. And, he's already so far along on his path. I wish at 16 I would have been on that path as well. Like, just have it all together. So I agree full-heartedly. Religion to me is man's way of keeping people in check, and just it's full of, I don't know, there's so much to it. I'm not saying that like hating on people's religions or anything like that. That's not me. I'm a spiritual person, but there's a lot of ignorance in the world today. Sorry, Ethan, go ahead.
But yeah, I totally agree with that. I feel like that someone should not be bounded by a term. I feel that way in life, though. I feel like that we're all humans and we're all equal. Your religion's no better than mine. And I feel like that religion should be rolled out completely. I feel like that, you know, it's like categorizing. Like it's kind of awful in a way. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's putting you in a box. It really is. Honestly, it's putting you in a box. And this is the sad part about it, is people don't understand. They're not educated. They do not educate themselves. They go by with what they're taught. And you know as well as I do, and Aaron, you know this as well, is that we grow up in a community where you are taught what to believe in. And, you know, I think that with anybody's path, it should be their own path. It shouldn't be, well, what are you? What religion are you? Well, I tell everybody I'm spiritual. You know, spirituality is my path, and it's my own path, personal path to God or a higher power. And you got it right, Ethan, when it comes to that. And if you're drawn to paganism, if you're drawn to Wicca, if you're drawn to nature, if, you know, there's things I tell everyone, I'm like, I incorporate a little bit of everything into my life because that's what I feel. It feels right to me, you know?
Right.
Like that religion should be interpreted in many ways, and I think that what you believe in, you should just believe in, no matter if it's set religion or not.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Now, I'm going to interrupt real quick because I know Aaron's wanting to say something, but there is a link for chat, guys. I hope you have that. I do have some people in chat right now, and I'm going to actually share this with you guys if it will pop up for me, Ethan and Aaron, in our little combo here. So you'll see it pop up in the link pop up there. But anyway, continue. Go ahead, Aaron. I know you're wanting to say something. I feel it.
Yeah, no, I agree totally with you guys, but you know, something I really wanted to say to Ethan was, I feel like, you know, like you said, really to say, you know, I don't know, it's just hard for me to explain, Holly, because it's like, you know, everything that happens to me, it's spirit led. And you know, I looked into, actually when all this started happening to me, I started reading things about Wicca and like witchcraft and that kind of thing, but it was just almost like that was another
Religion.
It was another block for me. Like I'm not saying that it doesn't exist and that it's not real and that I'm not bashing it at all, but
Right.
you know, I kind of feel like if you're drawn to that, you're not drawn to that specific term. You're drawn to what it means and what it stands for. You know, so I don't want people to get a wrong idea and think that, you know, this is some Harry Potter bullshit or something. You know, it's
Right.
it's something totally. It's totally different, and it's something that if you've not experienced, you don't understand. You're not going to understand, but I encourage you to be open-minded, to just really I mean, like Holly said, don't let something or somebody or a term or a title put you in a box, because that's not life, and that's not the way it was intended to be lived. I don't feel like that at all. So
I agree. You know, I agree completely. And I think, you know, the beautiful part is that Ethan is 16. Okay, let me say this again. Ethan's 16. I've been around Ethan since he was 14, and we was going to girls' nights out together. Ethan has never been this young boy, you know what I'm saying? He's always been this like our age, and it's crazy because I never see Ethan as that age. And being mature. But I think, Ethan, you are very open-minded, and I mean, you're smart enough where you've already said that religion's not really my thing, and I respect everybody else's beliefs. But as far as practicing, I mean, like, there's some things that I do that are would be considered Wiccan or pagan, and I'm good with that. It feels good, man. It just, like, whatever feels good to you, you should, incorporate that, and don't put a title over your head. I hate that.
Right. I feel the same exact way.
Yeah.
It was like, really, and I'll just share one little aspect of it, is like you're talking about different things that you're drawn to. Automatically, when things started happening to me and I started opening up, I was drawn to stones and crystals, and it was like that was part of who I am and who I'm supposed to be. And once again, I will always blame it on Holly. It will always be your fault. I don't care until the day I die. It's always Holly's fault. So, and then I will haunt your ass. So.
That's okay. I'm okay with that because I know how to take care of you. Now, Ethan, honey, when did you start realizing that you had psychic abilities, these gifts of knowing?
I would probably say that I was well aware, probably by like the age of as a kid, like church never felt right to me. I was raised in a Christian household. It's never felt right to me. But like it first started with like dreams became true, and like I'd have like deja vu like all the time. It was that was the first like instinct. And then like I was really bad to like sleepwalk, but like I wasn't sleepwalking.
Oh, astral travel.
Yeah. But it was But like I would probably say I was like probably well aware of the age of like around 6 or 7.
Right. And
Really
go
progressed.
Ahead. Yeah.
Because like I would say probably when I was about 10, I was like spirituality, like because Christian households, like how they have such strict rules, you need to follow all that, blah, 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 get baptized, go to heaven, whatever.
Right.
So like I just kind of boycotted religion and spirituality and ignored those.
Right. So, I know within, I don't know, because I kind of feel like, Ethan, that, when we met, I always feel like everybody meets for a reason, and they do. They absolutely do. I've been through this so many times. But what was it? Not even a year ago that you come to me and was like, my hands are heating up, Holly. And, you was buying stones, and, like, I see you blossom, And it's a beautiful thing, especially, again, I'm going to say it again, and I know you're going to get tired of hearing it, but, to be his age and be so spiritually mature. But, it backs up my theory on, or, it's not really my theory, but it is a theory out there that reincarnation is very much real, which I believe in, and that that we can have a 5-year-old boy running around that is an old soul and has more knowledge than a dying 81-year-old man. It's just, it's that karmic points that you kind of collect along the way during these lives that you live and these lessons that you learn. And, I think that people who are more enlightened, which there's a huge shift, and Ethan, I know you feel this, and Aaron, you feel this.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Like, I mean, I've ascended. I mean, that's the only way that I know how to say it. And some people might take it as, you're not Jesus, Holly. And I don't, trust me, when I start walking on water, then you guys gonna know it. You'll be like, Holly's ascended. No, but seriously.
Which a lot of people like with like the energy, like feel it, like I don't know, but like for some reason whenever it happened, like I felt like that, like I don't know, like my shoulders, like I said, that I think that's what happened that night. Me and Holly and Aaron were on a chat, and I felt like that my neck was about to snap off because of like the shift change. Like you could feel it, like it was crazy.
Yes, and you know what, guys? I hate to interrupt, but we do have a question from chat. What about being drawn to reflections? Like, if I feel like I'm being watched in my room, I feel like more. I will look into my TV and I can see shadows standing by my door in the top corner above. That's from Megan in chat.
Okay, well, I can put a little light onto that one because actually, when I and Holly and I talked about this. Actually, when I met my spirit guide, that's how I met him. Was I was brushing my teeth. And I had just looked up in the mirror, and he was there. So, you know, mirrors and like especially water, because it is an element. Um, I believe that's kind of like a gateway to, you know, different worlds and different realms. And yeah, of course you can see things. I mean, I believe that 100%. I don't know how Holly feels about it or Ethan, but I believe that.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, there is scrying with mirrors, and I have actually participated in a scrying session before, and it's pretty neat, and it happens. And I'm not really sure of the science behind it. I'm not sure if there's any science at all behind it. That's why we have such a fuss in the science community that what we experience is not real because they can't scientifically prove it. Well, kiss my ass, scientist. I don't really give a shit. I know what I'm experiencing, and I got a good damn head on my shoulders, and I know what the hell I'm talking about, and I'm not drugged out. So, you know, I have no mental disorder. Anyway, I got off track. Absolutely. And it would make perfect sense. It would be easier to see a shadow or some kind of figure or reflection in reflections, such as if I was sitting here with just a, you know, glare on the screen to where I could see reflections behind me. Now I know Megan personally, so I mean I can't really put much into it on reading. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But Aaron, do you have any questions for Ethan?
Not right. No, not right off. I don't. Not right now.
To make this question about did she say that it was like hanging around her like constantly?
She just said that, okay, what she is having someone around her constantly. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
I'll say that. She said if it was my God, it shouldn't give me chills and scare me though, right?
It's definitely not her spirit guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an excerper. Like I say, like where Megan is so open about this stuff and not like cooped up like the rest of the damn world, that she can experience stuff like that.
I think it's just, I think, yeah, I agree. I think it's just things, it's something being drawn to her specifically. Does she see, and I'm going to ask her a question.
Okay.
Does she see things often like that? Like, I mean, is it just in the physical plane, or do you see that, like in dreams and, you know, visions kind of not on the physical plane? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, she should, because I know, you know, I know all these answers, but I'm not going to say anything. I'll let her answer in chat. While we're doing that, Ethan, I do got to ask, because you are out of the closet. It ain't like you try to hide who you are. And we all know, living in a community like we do, a lot of people are in the closet practicers of what they do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so what, I know, you know, you're just this rambunctious, you know, you're out there. You're like, you like me or not, bitch? This is who I am. Like my wing liner. Like, this bitch will be walking down the hallways of school and they'll be like, Ethan's eyeliner looks better than, you know, these preppy-ass bitches' eyeliner, okay? So you're out at school. Like, everybody knows, right? Because you do tarot as well.
Yeah, I do. I don't do tarot. I do oracle.
Sorry. So how did you, I mean, was it like, hey, I'm here and I'm like witchy?
I mean, yeah, kind of really. I wasn't trying to hide it. Like if people asked me about it, I'd be like, yeah, I do oracle. I can, like it was that I wasn't afraid to hide.
Right. Yeah. And Ethan's good about that. I mean, obviously, with you, Ethan, it's, but it's different. It is different living in around here. But I'm like Ethan. I'm like, I don't give a shit if you don't like me or not. You know, people are going to talk regardless. Let's give them something to talk about.
You know what? You know what, Holly? Though, and I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it, but you know, growing up, I really spent a lot of times outdoors, and there's a lot of um, really strong, like old energy there in the Appalachian Mountains. Like
Very, very.
Oh yeah, oh
it didn't just start with us. Like you know, we had Irish settlers, and you know that's
Absolutely.
they brought with them like rune stones and you know Nordic ways, and it's like
Hmm.
it's
Scottish.
old world stuff, and like you know you probably can't just walk out of your house and pick up on it if you're not spiritually enlightened or you've not been opened up to that. But it's just such a it's very strong energy there in that area.
Absolutely. And
You
you know
know.
what? This has also been a thing of mine, something that I want to work on besides writing books, is to bring attention to the Appalachian Mountains for its history of
yeah.
yeah, well, I've been wanting to do a documentary. I've actually said this year is going to be the year that I do the documentary, and I want to so bad. And you know, I'm the type of person now. When you're on your spiritual path, you think of something. You know, it's kind of like spirit leads you, and you know you're going to do it. Like, so I definitely want to work on that, and it's going to incorporate granny witches, which is a big term around here, and the older folks know it. But sadly, over the years, it's kind of got confused because now, you know, it's okay to be a granny witch if you blow in a baby's mouth and get rid of thrush, but it's not, you know, she's not really a witch. But what is the term witch actually? Let me tell you guys this. As a healer, witches are healers. There's so many different terms, just like you have in religion. They are practicers of magic. They are, and what is magic? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I could go deep in this. I could go knees deep in this, but I do have a reply from Megan. Holly knows the tall shadow man. He's back, and he's coming in my dreams, and I jerk awake in tears and sweat. I haven't told Mom because she don't believe me. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And yes, I knew about it because this is actually a location where I've investigated twice and helped with Megan's stuff.
She's very open. Like that's what's going on with her. She's it's being drawn to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if she understands like obviously you're watching, so what you need to do is protect yourself first and foremost. Um
Yeah, most definitely. We need to.
definitely, I mean, chalk it up. You're a weirdo like the rest of us, so
She knows.
learn how to shield and ground yourself. That's Holly's always preached that to everybody that I know, and especially to me. So definitely, that's a big thing. And I think
Absolutely.
that's in doing what we do, that's a very important part. And um, it's just centering yourself, getting rid of something that might have brought itself to you or attached itself to you while you're reading or healing or doing something of that nature. So just be mindful of that, you know. And I mean,
And plus, if you just need me at Schoolgirl, just hit me up. I got you.
Exactly. And you
yeah.
know what, Ethan, I want you to tell everybody the story of what happened the other night when you went into meditation and wasn't properly grounded and you
Okay, I have a quick disclaimer out here for anyone that's watching, but Aaron, we can see your spirit guide clear as plain as day. So whenever the audio plays back, when
the video.
that's my disclaimer right now.
Oh, hold on a minute. I haven't been paying attention. Oh, but let me tell you guys real quick that who doesn't know this, Aaron's spirit guide comes through him and he makes himself known very, very often. And at first we thought that it was glitches with this, but you see Aaron's been clear and I'm clear. I mean, I can see him clear as day. When he starts coming through, it's almost like there's some kind of glitch in the camera, and then you can see his face kind of go like it's not Aaron anymore, but it's Aaron. Yeah. So go ahead, Ethan. I'm sorry.
Well, basically what happened was like that. You know, with meditation, you have your happy place, right?
Yes.
Well, like, I've always been, like, drawn to this certain spot ever since I was tiny. So, like, it wasn't, like, I knew where I was at. But I got pulled there, basically, is the way I put it. But what happened was that I got stuck there. And whenever I came out of meditation, my outer being was gone. Like, I couldn't hear. I had just enough in me to message Holly to see what to do. So then I went back in spirit world, got myself back out, and I was completely fine. But now I know to take more precaution and to, you know, ground myself properly.
Absolutely. And, you know, I'm going to mention this because I've been drug out from, you know, when you're not properly grounded and you're just coming into this, I've been pulled to different locations because you're psychically working. You're not into meditation. Meditation's supposed to be all about you connecting with your higher self and connecting with spirit and let spirit guide you from there. And let me tell you, when I first started doing all this, I wanted to do psychic work. I'm like, screw everything else. I want to do psychic work. You know, I've never seen the bad side of it because I'm just, you know, I've always been a very strong healer. So, you know, I don't have any, I guess, bad, and I don't know, I've been very, very spirit-led, and I guess that's a good thing. But with Ethan, and this does happen, guys, and it's the same concept as, like, soul detachment. Like, when you're talking about soul retrieval, it's when part of your soul is over in the astral, and part of it is still in your body. You are detached. That happens a lot in, like, people who are on war and accidents, stuff like that. But in Ethan's case, he was pulled to a location locally because when you're outside of your physical body, you are even more brighter. And, you know, they find you very quickly, and he got pulled to that location, which has a history of a lot of violence, I guess you could say, or death.
Most definitely.
I have to say that, Holly, have you ever got the word seer from her?
Seer from what?
The girl.
What?
The girl that we were talking about.
Megan?
And I feel like she's a seer. I feel like that's the word I'm getting.
Yeah.
I got 2 stones, but I don't know what the one is because I've never saw it before ever in my life.
What color is it?
It's all kinds of different colors.
Okay, so would that be a rainbow?
And it's dark. It's like it's a darker colored stone, but it's a multicolored stone. And the other one is the other one's kind of, it's blue, but it's.
Is it Celestite? Because
I want to say because
lapis.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I see a blue, like.
Because is it like I'm seeing a lighter blue for her?
Yeah, a lighter. It's lighter blue. What the hell is it called? I just saw it today. Oh.
It's Celestite.
No, it's some. Oh man, what's it called? It's a different name. I've never seen the name before ever, and I don't know why I come across this stone, but now I know why. Oh, where the hell did it go?
I don't know, but they see, this is how it happens for me, and I had to go search it because I'm not like a guru in this. Megan wrote, said, Holly, you can tell me anything. I'm an open book. If you feel like they need to know, please tell them.
It's called blue lace agate.
Oh, agate, yeah.
Or agate. There you go. And then the other one, I don't know what the other one. I don't even know how to search it.
Okay.
You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen it before?
Like, how multicolored is it? Like, I only got the one coming through.
It's like
I'm gonna look it up real quick, okay? You guys.
Hold on. Wait, I may have it. Hold on. I don't think this is right, but I'm gonna look at this and see if it's the right stone.
I put a warning on our video that sometimes we'll end up reading for people, and yeah, so this is one of those. This is one of those times.
It's bloodstone.
Is it bloodstone?
it looks like this. I don't know. I can't share this. Maybe I can share it with you guys through chat. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's green and red bloodstone and brown. It's
like specifically, like this one's got like gold and it's like red and brown and just different colors. So
okay. And then for anybody who's wanting to know what bloodstone is and the properties of it, Megan, I know you're listening. I know you're in chat with us. I'm going to read them off for you, just generally going over it. And I'm assuming this is for spiritual use. So I'm going to just go ahead and scroll on down to that and read that off to you. Bloodstone is a stone of courage and wisdom, noble sacrifice, and it stimulates the urge toward Christ consciousness within the self and helps bring one's true spirituality into everyday life in a grounding and real way. It is also a stone of mysticism, providing insight and the spiritual intuition of truths which transcend ordinary understanding. Bloodstone grounds and protects the soul on many levels, heightening intuition, dispelling mental confusion, and keeping out negativity and undesirable entities. That's what you need, girlfriend. That was right on there.
Get you a bloodstone, girl. Get you one now. I will buy you one and mail it to you.
Her mom is very open-minded too. I speak to them very frequently. I haven't been out to their house in a while, and it's been, I guess, maybe over a year since I've actually got to go out there and visit the family. But I just done some readings for both Megan and her mom. So yeah, Megan, I'm going to bring up the chat here. I know you're still there. But anyway, getting back to Ethan, because this show is all about Ethan over there and getting to know Ethan better. Ethan, your current path, you know, you're having the healing symptoms, I guess you could say, the heating of the hands, the energy. Where do you see yourself going in the future with this?
Really right now I couldn't tell you because, but I definitely want to continue it. Like that's not a thing. Like I definitely want to continue it. Like that's out of the question. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing.
Right.
But like, you know, basically just find more of myself and my inner being, you know.
Right.
Learn myself more than I haven't already. But also just continue just to, with practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. You're on the right path too, you know. Again, I have to applaud you on that. And there's a few teenagers I know who are very spiritually mature, and it's, you almost like sit back and it's in awe about watching them and seeing them on their path. I think the biggest thing too is like because of the shift that's happening, a lot of more people is coming out. I know we all said we felt it, but we're all going to, and we are currently having people come to us, and you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be a student, more the teacher lately than more anything. And, you know, what little we know, because we don't know it all, we'll never know it all. And even then, you know, we're always growing and always connecting, and to connect to local people, which is what I've been doing a lot lately too. I'm everywhere. Local people's coming out. And there's just this huge energy shift. There's a spiritual enlightenment on a global scale.
And like a new era for us, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I think that you know, people need to realize in order to heal as a country, as a whole, you know, we're all one, we're all connected. You know, our thoughts, our emotions, you know, stuff like that is just. People need to realize it's not about ego. It's not ego. It's not about money. It's not about judging one another. It's not about being confined to just this scientific or this what's in front of us is our reality. And your spirit guide's out, Aaron. Just thought I'd tell you.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
No, but I was going to ask you, Ethan, have you connected with your spirit guide?
I want to say kind of, but not in a way. I feel like I know who he is because like it's been like a recurrence of the name being good to me. head, or I'll be asleep and I'll hear the name. I feel like I know who he is now.
Right.
I
And
think that is honestly.
I just had deja vu, guys. Aaron was telling me in chat that he's seeing my spirit guide, and the funny thing about mine is like Aaron's, which is weird. I mean, it's just my spirit guide is almost like I am my spirit guide. She is me, I'm her. You know, we are one. So, you know, I was telling. I don't know if I've got to tell you this, Ethan. I know I don't want to get off the subject of you because this is supposed to be all about you, but I actually. Did I tell you about it? Where I went to the Akashic Records,
and the guy came up behind and started talking to you about it. With like where she was standing behind you the entire time while you were giving your speech.
Oh, no. Listen to this. Let me tell you this really quick. I went into meditation 2 nights ago, and I was just sitting there for not even a few seconds, and I got pulled up, and I've never had that happen before. And I went to this huge place, a big, huge building. It's like very celestial, like something I've never seen before, never stepped foot in before. And I see these aisles out. I can look over, and there's aisles and aisles of like records or books, almost like a big library. And then I walk on down and I look over and I see myself in the mirror. It's the first time ever that I've seen my God, and it was me. You know what I'm saying? We were just like, I was seeing myself, and she was all in white. Her hair was white. Well, my hair was white. I walk on down the hall, and it opens up to this huge ballroom looking place, like marble, like I don't know, amazing. There's this pillow in the middle of this ballroom, and I go sit there like I'm going into my meditation, right? So as soon as I sit there and I close my eyes, there's a whole council of people around me. Okay, mind you that I knew about the Akashic Records, but I've never really researched on them, and I'm the type of person who really don't unless it's something that happens to me personally. But anyway, they told me that it's almost like I was being crowned, or like I think it was a part of my, ascension of ascending, and it's almost like, when
You're in line.
right. But they told me that I would be healing a lot more this coming year, and I would be a lot more powerful than I have been. And I was shown some of my past lives, which made perfect sense after I researched, because that's where our past life memories are stored, is in the Akashic Records. And I don't know, it was really amazing. And I don't know where it's going after this, but it's one of them, I guess, besides seeing the Native American lady one time dancing in my happy place. It was like one of the most awesome moments, I guess you could say. And I've been feeling the staff in my hand when I've been doing healing sessions too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like that was clear as day. With like we both picked on that.
Yeah.
To pop off my head, but
right. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know. It's just sometimes, I mean, this exists. You've gotten past the fact that you start, you're doubting yourself and all this stuff, and then you start trusting yourself, and it's real, people. I don't care who you are. If you're watching this, then you are open-minded, and you know me, or, you might not know me, but I've got a pretty good head on my shoulders, and I don't bullshit people. There's too many bullshitters out there anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay, I hate to interrupt, but like Megan said, well, hold up. I had a dream like that, like demons.
She had a dream like what I was talking about?
Like the records place.
Oh.
I guess you would say.
Oh.
Hold up a minute. How are you guys seeing this? Because I can't see it.
It's in chat.
It's in the chat. All you have to, okay, did you click on the sidebar, you should pull up a chat to the Google chat and then the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting there, because I'm having to do the video on my phone until I get like a microphone for my computer. So I can't see.
Okay, you're good. No, but you know, when it comes to, I don't know what I was going to say because Megan's got me all messed up over there. See, this is my belief when it comes to demonic entities. I believe in negative energies, negative entities, and I've dealt with negative entities. I don't believe in demons as in the biblical versions of demons. So, you know, these things feed off fear, and I'm assuming that if you have this shadow dark figure, which you do, I've seen it and I've been around her, which I could take care of that now, Megan, by the way, because the last time that I was there, I wasn't fully capable of doing it because I didn't know I could do it. But anywho, that's what they do. They feed off fear, and they always go with what people have know of. Like I've heard, like I had somebody tell me they had the Trinity scratches and shit like that. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. When it comes to demonology, it's just not my. No, it's just I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't believe. I'm very open-minded, but I know what I've experienced and I know what I've took care of.
But you know, Holly, when it comes down to it, there's dark energy and there's light energy.
Right.
And there's this physical plane and there's a not so physical plane and there's more than one.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it that way. Because I feel like, and I felt like this for a little while, that people are confused about what we're talking about. I'm not telling you that there's another world out there where there's aliens and giraffes with 7 heads. I don't know. Maybe there is. I don't know. But from what I've experienced, it's spiritual. It's spirit. It's not UFOs and Bigfoot. I mean, I hate to say it like that. I don't want to make anybody upset, but it's almost, people are getting confused, and I feel like, like you guys said, with this shift, more people are opening up, and I don't want them to go at it wrong and blinded,
Well, see, this is the thing too, and this is coming from my own experience with out-of-body experiences and how people can get very confused when it comes to dreams, is that I've seen creatures, okay? I've seen little imp-looking house elf creatures. I've seen multiple of them. I've seen human-looking, goblin-faced a man like that. So it is out there, and it's on a different plane of existence, and it's on lower vibrations. The lower you go outside of your body, so Megan, this would make perfectly sense, a lot of sense if you're going and traveling. Now, let me tell you, not everybody remembers traveling, and I'm one of them. But I remember having my out-of-body experiences, which is, oh God, we could do a separate show on this, and I could talk all night long. But with Megan, I feel like what's happening is that when she's coming out of her body, and when she's going at a lower vibration. So she's going where all the nasty negative things are. Some of them are not all negative, but they're ugly looking, and they scare the shit out of you. So that would make perfect sense. And, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, because everything that I've seen looked very scary and like something from Harry Potter. No shit. But they didn't harm me. They watched me, and it didn't scare me because of the experiences that I've had over the years. So, Megan, I know you're listening, and if that makes sense to you. And this, let me tell you, I've told you this before, Megan. I've told you about the incense. I've told you about grounding and shielding yourself. The grounding is very important. We tend to forget about that. You are a tree. Root yourself into the ground through the roots out your feet. Push the energy down. It's not just for grounding. It's just not for that. For spiritual work, it is also for anxiety. It's for any of that. People don't realize how much it helps us. And I realized doing crystal readings not too long ago, there's so many people out there that need to be grounded, because I don't know how many times I tell people they need to hematite. Sorry, Ethan. Whoo, Jesus, I need to breathe.
But like I was saying, I have seen like creatures and stuff on the physical plane, but like if you're open enough, you can see them.
Well, see, this is the thing. It's like people think that you're going to go to this whole different world. It's all here on the physical plane. It's okay. if the etheric plane or the astral plane was a physical plane of existence, then we'd be walking around with all this stuff. And it wouldn't be such a big deal because that's how life would be, right? And this is the same thing when it comes to aliens, Bigfoot. I believe that it's a spiritual creature. And I know people would argue with me on that, but I feel that. Listen, y'all will laugh because I've had some fucking dreams about Bigfoot, and my friends make fun of me, and I make fun of myself for it because okay. When you have dreams that you remember, them are not dreams. Okay, people? The vivid dreams, they're not dreams. They are something way more than that, or else you wouldn't remember. We got brain dump. I get that. You know, it's, you know, you have the whole, I'm walking through school or in public naked. That's because you're very vulnerable. So that, yeah, there's things, our emotional states can, you know, interrupt in our dreams, and mean certain things. But there's some things that are a lot different. I've had spirits visit me in my dreams because it's easier for them to communicate that way to people like us.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Holly? It's really weird because I don't dream. Like, I don't, and if I do, I don't remember it.
Right.
It's like everything that I see, or if I'm really conversing with spirit, it's in meditation. And I've never, and I don't know why, and this is weird. Like, I've never experienced the things you guys talk about, like the lower vibration things. Besides the negative energies. Now, of course, Holly knows of a couple situations, but it's almost like I never go down, I go up. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And, you know, it's because you are at a higher vibration. Now, when we go outside of our bodies, and people like me, and Ethan, I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, but when I first started having these, and I still do it every once in a while, when we do this, so, and if we remember it, if we wake up at that point, because hell, I'm not a light sleep. I mean, I'm not a heavy sleeper. I'm a light sleeper. So what happens is our physical bodies are here, right? And when our energy is settling in our body, there's a vibration. Some people feel that vibration. Some people do not feel that vibration. Me, I feel that fucking vibration because it feels like the whole fucking bed's moving. So I used to call it bed shaking.
God, I got to tell you guys this too. I don't know if you've ever experienced this before. I didn't say anything last night. I don't know why I didn't say that to Holly. When we were doing the meditation, the guided meditation, it's almost like I started spiraling. Like my whole body started to just spin like this.
There.
Yeah.
Because I was on my way back from Johnson City, and I felt like that my seat was like moving, like the car seat.
And then, but the weird thing was, I guess my spirit kind of wanted to disobey Holly because it went way past where she wanted me to go. I went somewhere else.
Boy.
I went somewhere else. I was way out there. And I know we talked about that too. I don't know where I'm going, but we'll see. And it was actually kind of enlightening to see what I saw.
Right. Well, you needed to go there. And, you know, I think with people who are more in tune, you find that you have moments like that. And them are the moments when you need to stop and ground yourself because you're having an oversurge of energy that needs to be released into Mother Earth. You know, there's so much to talk about as far as like psychic abilities. And, you know, when you're first finding out, you know, there's so many symptoms. I don't know how many empathic people are. I mean, we're all empathic. We all have psychic abilities. Not all of us have the openness for it, though. And that might be for a reason. That goes back to the karmic points and the reincarnation and the spiritual maturity. I absolutely believe that's what's going on in the situations, because I used to think that, you know, I haven't been like this my whole life. I used to think that only certain people had abilities and that I was not blessed with the sixth sense. I only have 5. I used to joke about that all the time.
You know what, Holly, why don't we do this? Why don't we, all 3 of us, or you, or however you want to do it, we just kind of make a list out or something of different shows where we talk about different aspects of awakening and spirituality and just everything about the metaphysical that, because I know Holly's so full of information, and I love it when she just keeps rambling because I don't know a whole lot either, you know.
See,
And I'm
I
still
get
learning.
excited, and I can't help myself. So I get in the preachy mode, and I get so excited about it. And you know, the sad part of it.
The Pentecostal sisters coming out of you.
But I'm like, yeah, I do this on my podcasts a lot, and when I start doing it, people's like, "Go, Holly," because I'll start preaching about stuff, you know. But anyway,
Oh, you make me laugh, Holly. That's right, you do. Do you want us? You want us to get you a pulpit for Christmas next year?
a what?
A pulpit. Yeah, a podium. We'll get you a suit and everything.
I'll do that, and then everybody will give me money and say, "You got to give me money," like, you know, in religion, "Give me more money, and Jesus will bless you." You know, bullshit like that. No. I was just watching the documentary Religiousness with Bill Mayer done it, and it's on Netflix, and it's so hilarious. Like, I can connect with that. We actually have somebody in chat here. Oh boy. Psychic.
Laughing my ass off. Thanks, Megan.
he kind of spelled it wrong. But anyway, what was say? Yes.
Okay, I had a question for you guys, actually. Okay, so like I don't know, like when you're going into like your meditative state, or like anything like that.
Who?
Myself, me, like.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the rest of the question. When you go into seeing yourself,
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance, tell me like a experience you've had with it.
Like no, I'm like imagine like you and Aaron if you saw me, like.
I saw you the one time when we first time we went into meditation with Holly.
Okay.
But
because like I don't want to like awaken my spirit guide like ASAP, but I know that sounds like really weird, but like I need to find out who it is. Because like I know its presence and it's stuck with me forever. I just have never seen it.
You know what? You know what I did to connect with mine, because everybody else saw it but me, and that's the way I am, and I don't know why. Because my spirit guide before that, my current one was named John, and yes, we can have multiple spirit guides at once, people. So, not saying that he's completely gone, but I do feel like he's gone because I've moved on, you know, further in my path, But when I connected with my spirit guide, I went into my bedroom and I was like, okay, if there is someone around me and you are my spirit guide, tell me your name. And as soon as I did, the name John popped up in my head. And I kept it to myself because at that point in my path, I was like, oh, fuck, that's crazy. If I tell anybody, they're going to think I'm fucking crazy. So, like, not even a day later, one of the friends that I always like working with other people and like to practice with other people, because that's how you keep yourself open and how you progress besides what lessons spirit gives you. But he's like, Holly, I feel like the smell around you, his name's John. And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, yeah, yes. You know, I felt like I was on top of the world. I'm like, I'm not fucking crazy.
No, you're not crazy at all. You know what? I never saw him. I guess that was before me, I guess.
Before you. Yeah, and Ethan, like, my suggestion to you is to actually meditate with intention. Meditate with the intention of meeting your spirit guide.
That's what happened, Holly. That's actually how I saw my past lives. Was I actually went into meditation wanting to connect with my spirit guide, and it just happened. So.
You know what? Megan just reminded me of something that John come through on the ghost box while we was at her house doing an investigation. And that's not the first time either. I remember I've got videos on YouTube of our investigations, and I would video my hands heating up, and I didn't know what was going on. I'm like a ghost radar or something. They go off, man. You know, I didn't know what was going on. And it was wild because John come to the ghost box and said his name, and we're asking the clients, do you know somebody named John? And this was a good months. I mean, at least 5-6 months before I connected with John. So it's crazy to look back on that. But when everything falls in place, you look back and you see everything so clearly, and you have puzzle pieces that start coming together, because this is all about puzzle pieces, people.
It is, and it just comes to you, and I know it happens that way for me, and it comes in bits and pieces. Sometimes, not all the time. You know,
Exactly.
there'll be times where I can tell you straight up, and there will be times where like I will just get certain things. You know, like
Yeah.
earlier with Megan, and it was just coming to me slowly, and I would get bits and pieces, and then it would just I put it together. You know, and that's kind of what we are. You know, in a way, we're like, and it sounds stupid to say
We're
this,
all
but
connected, really, because the like I said, okay, so like what happened was, or do you remember how the purple and the pink light and all that?
Yeah.
And okay, so like whenever I was in my really bad car accident, whenever I hit impact, that was around me.
Right. So that would be a spirit guide's energy.
Yeah.
That's what
mhm.
comes to me with that. Absolutely. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the color that comes from him. That's he stays he's more in like the first time I saw him, I have to tell you this because that's just it's just gonna tear me up if I don't. The first time I saw him, it was in your third eye. He stays on your crown chakra. He stays right here. Like he's uh you're more inclined to see more higher and celestial things. You understand what does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Totally.
that's what I got. You know, and it was like out of friggin' no. I was driving in my car. Okay, I haven't even talked to you yet, and I saw this. So if anybody thinks I'm friggin' crazy, I mean,
so be it.
okay.
Hey, listen, you can't care what people think. Just get over that fact. But
And
we
that's
all
like
connect
and
differently.
I have to say this too. The stone that I saw earlier, I got the blue as we were talking, but it was probably 4.5, 5 hours ago when I actually laid down to take a nap. I got the first stone. I didn't know why I saw it, but now I do.
Right.
I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to clarify.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. We're down to our last 3 minutes of the show, and I definitely want to. I'm trying to think. There's a lot we could talk about, but you know what? That's what future shows are about. And you guys are going to see more of us, not just me and Aaron, but also Ethan, because Ethan will be joining us on some of our shows, and it's just going to be an awesome time of just just not awakened healers, just awakened people in general. But I
Yeah.
do feel very strongly that Ethan is on the healer path of things. I've been around him. I've connected with his energy. Our hands, he gets the hot hands too. So I believe that, he's well on his way on the path of being an awakened healer. And it's just awesome. And I hope that anybody watching this feels like they're getting educated and can connect with us and gets healing from us, because it's just not about us putting out healing intentions. It's from the words that Spirit speaks, and gives us. And the things that we talk about sometimes may hit home for you and have you, a better understanding for you. And that in return causes you to heal.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So with that being said, Ethan, if people wanted to contact you and connect with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Usually, probably the easiest way would be through Facebook.
Awesome. And they will be looking for Ethan Edwards, right?
Correct.
All right. And also, you can look me up, Holly Mullins. I also got 500 Facebooks, not under my personal, but pages. Intuitive Healer Holly Mullins. That's another one of mine. And then, of course, me and Aaron's page that we've created together, Awakened Healers, which coincides with the show. You guys check it out. We're always sharing graphics, which reminds me, Ethan, I need to make you an admin on there so you can help us out with the page. And
Absolutely.
Aaron, over to you. How can people contact you?
Facebook, our page that we created, just look me up on Facebook. I mean, that's probably the easiest way, like Ethan said, because everybody uses Facebook, everybody gets on Facebook, so just look me up, Aaron Adams. I mean, it's not hard to find me.
Absolutely.
The best looking guy you're gonna find on there, you know.
I was gonna say, Holly, if you wanted to, you could link our platforms in the description bar.
I did.
Okay,
So,
sweet.
yes. So if you message Awakened Healers page on Facebook, I've got it in the over here in the blah blah details, so you can click on that. If you message that, me, Aaron, or Ethan will receive that, and we will contact you back. But next week we're going to have a good show lined up for you. I'll give out details in the next couple of days and create an event for you guys to look at. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? Because this is where everything airs through. It's my channel personally. So Holly Mullins, of course, if you're watching this right now, don't forget to subscribe, because you will get notifications of when we are live on air. And thank you again, Ethan, for coming on, and thank you for everyone. Yes, thanks everyone for watching and participating in chat. Now that we've got it down, we hope that more people interact with us. We love it. Aaron, any last words?
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes. Everybody, good vibes. Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you so much, Holly.
Mwah. Bye, guys.